Here's what I love about being old. I'm 56 years old. That means I'm old enough to be Tulsi Gabbard's mother, which means that um, she's 38, so when I was 18 years old, I could have given birth to her. And let's say that she's lived 18 years and gave birth to another child, I would be 36 years old. And that child would then be, as of today, 20 years old. And so here I have these boys that most of them are under 20 years old, and they're trying to, through roasting me with electrochemical wall-penetrating weapons, make me a prostitute for their generation. And I, you know, I just say to them, I look down on this uh, daughter, so to speak, Tulsi Gabbard, when she's 18 years old and she's got a babe in her arms, and I'm 36 years old, and I'm not thinking of that child as a possible sex object in my future, and the thought of it is repulsive and obscene and surreal. And these children who are horrifically torturing me in their teens, they're calling me ageist for not capitulating. And my answer to them is that, you don't steal a child's future by engaging in sexual relations with them. And I don't know what these kids' parents and peers of their parents did to them as children to make them think that that's okay. But, that's not being progressive or modern or anything. That's being Cro-Magnon, pre-Homo sapiens sapiens. That's prehistoric, that the only way that you communicate with women is through guttural expletives or assaults. You don't speak to them eloquently and from the heart. And you don't crawl around in a hidey hole underneath their apartment trying to control them, especially when they're old enough to be your grandmother. And I hope a decade from now, if they have the courage to try to be wise, empowered individuals, that they'll look back on this moment and thank me, because it's not appropriate for the older generation to steal the future of the younger generations, taking their power away from them by having sexual relations with them. And these babes beneath the floorboards, these ignoramuses who have been abused, don't understand that. They're in denial. They're not awoken yet. They're too young. They don't understand the power games that have usurped them. And I just hope someday they will. And I'll say for the 1000th time ad nauseum, it's not my job to steal the power in the future away from the younger generation, as much as they want to try to have me do so. Good night.